The learning panel itself then, and I don't mean to put words in your mouth, is it a safe space? Is that perhaps how you describe it? There's the old adage of Chatham House rule, where what stays in the room, so what's said in the room stays in the room. But is it a little bit more than that in the learning panel?
Yeah, so from the point of view of what the safe space would feel like, for somebody who essentially turns up to this sort of forum, generally with all of the answers and looking for somebody or some group to maybe validate the answers, well, quite frankly, it'll probably feel like most other general networking, maybe discussion forums. If a participant though is going to show up, very much with an open mindset, looking to learn as much as they possibly can from others, as well as explore where they may be at with their journey. We're looking to, quite frankly, create some conversations where people, may well be able to look back on the journey over the 2 years of the learning panel, feeling like they've actually grown along the way, as well as feeling like they've made a positive contribution to their business.
Very good. You talked to me previously, Peter, about the X of where you are now and the Y of where you perhaps want to be in the future, and it could be A to Z. There are points on the journey map, let's call them points on the journey map, but the direct line from A through straight to Z, as an example, is not as direct or as straight as perhaps one would think. There seems to be two elements to that. There is the structural business and there is the personal side of that change and that journey. Is that correct?
Very much. Interestingly, they both have a contextual element to it. We typically a business has a reasonable understanding of where it currently is, and normally has a fair understanding of where it needs to get to. And with a clear understanding of where a business is at and where it needs to get to, we can actually design a journey to go from A to B. And contextually, a typical journey should have periods where business is growing quite quickly, and there should be periods where business is basically consolidating, building capability to enable the next phase of growth to occur. Now, when we draw that on a graph, and being an engineer, I like to draw things on graphs.
Perfect.
It looks nice and linear. Nice little steps along the way, looks like a good strategy. And of course, the reality is very different. We have ups, we have downs. Things go well, sometimes things go well in the morning, and by the afternoon, things aren't going so well. And of course, that's where our mindset starts to impact on how we might deal with the journey as we go forward. Now, if we see ups and we see downs and we don't necessarily keep reminding ourselves of contextually what we're trying to achieve, sometimes we get a little bit lost in the ups and the downs. And having a positive mindset, being open to the experiences of a business, but then also having a contextual understanding of where the business is heading from a vision perspective, from a strategy perspective, starts to provide not only a contextual framework, but some comfort that at the end of the day we're still gradually heading to where we want to get to.